Dave, get that crap off the screen.
Oh, it's really good.
You remember when we talked about opinions?
Oh, man, look at the shine on that forehead.
What up, everybody?
Hey. Dave, you don't have to scream into that mic.
No, I have to.
We established
I
this.
can't help it. It's just some. I was born with it. If there's a microphone, I have to yell at it. I don't know why. What? Yeah, turn that down.
Okay.
Or you can actually keep it on. I don't really care.
It's going to throw me off.
Hey, everybody. Go ahead and comment your favorite. What do you want to ask them first?
CJ, that is actually a canine.
What type of
Crossed
dog
with a
is
fox, I think. I think it's a
that?
fox.
I think it's the face looks German Shepherd-y.
Yeah.
It's got pointy ears.
It's got the front shoulder blades of a fox, and then back to a German Shepherd.
But the real answer is it's a dancing dog.
It looks like a poodle.
What kind of dog
No,
is
Austin,
it?
it's not a poodle.
Dancing.
What's up, Eli Bonesteel?
Elijah
Shaw.
Bone Steel.
Such a great name. Dave, why are you eating the microphone?
It's what I've always done. I can't reteach myself. I think it's a husky.
Ooh, Kendra might be onto something.
It's fluffy like a husky, but the colors don't lend itself to husky.
Do you think that it's a GIF, or do you think that it's actually like that groove centric?
I don't.
Is this a looped video or?
Yeah, it's just a looped
I think
animation.
I think this dog has just got skills. Like I'm like.
Oh,
a
you mean
metronome.
it's one
I'm like
shot?
A metronome, baby. I'm like a metronome.
I don't think that's what it is. But
Madison Fuquay, what's
what up?
Corona.
What up, Maddie?
Madison.
Everyone uses their full names on.
Dave, you're too loud. Dave, it's because you're swallowing the microphone.
I mean, how else are you supposed? You're not supposed to use a microphone here.
You told me I could use a microphone.
I did say you could, but I didn't say it would be optimal.
All right. Eric says, Luke, you're really quiet. It's not often in my life I'm told that. So.
Yeah, hold your mic closer to your mouth. Don't do it. I don't know what he's doing.
Don't lick the mic.
Did you see Auburn just self-imposed a postseason ban in basketball this year?
That's like saying, sorry, guys, I hit it out. Like, you don't do that.
It's weird, right?
I guess
It's
that's
just so the NCAA doesn't slap them
moral-
with a ton of stuff.
moral thing
I
to
probably
do, I
shouldn't just be looking at ESPN. right
Yeah, Dave,
now.
it's not like we're doing a live stream.
Well, it
right
was.
now.
It popped up on my phone, and Riley Fuquay is also texting me and
Riley.
saying that he can't see us, but that's definitely not true
Riley can't.
because it's working.
Tell Dave.
That's
tell him to turn
definitely
the volume
not
up.
us.
Zach, unmute.
We would hear that from a lot of people if it.
It's probably true.
Yeah.
I feel like
Austin.
the fact that people said,
Who
Luke,
watches
you're quiet.
basketball? Everyone.
All right, someone block Austin. I don't know what's happening right now. Austin's sitting right there making comments.
All
This is
right.
ridiculous.
Let's ask the chat. What's your favorite Christmas movie, or just movie in general, or Thanksgiving movie,
Holiday movie.
or holiday movie? What other
Die Hard.
holiday movies are there besides Christmas movies?
There aren't. Hop. Yeah, the
Hop.
one Easter movie.
Is
And
there
the
a 4th
Passion.
of July movie?
I think
Passion of the Christ?
Independence Day. Will Smith. Will Smith.
What's my favorite Easter movie? Passion of the Christ. That is a bad answer.
That was like 2 minutes ago. It's like 2 minutes ago. Independence Day was the 4th of July.
Elf, Polar Express. No. Holiday Inn.
Madison Fuquay.
It's beginning to look.
Which version of Rudolph? Because there's about 50.
I love the old style looking ones.
Like the little clay figurines.
Yeah.
Oh, those are terrible.
Well, I like the one that has the heat miser and the snow miser.
Heather Shaw,
that's
Home Alone, good call. Die Hard, marginally a Christmas movie, but I think it counts. It's on
and
my top
Elf has to be listed. The
Scoop.
Sandlot. Is that a Christmas movie?
10. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
That is a Christmas movie.
It is?
Sandlot has. Oh. That's at Christmas.
Xander
yeah.
Hall says, I've never heard this before. Definitely not Polar Express.
It's 'cause
That's-
bro said Polar.
That's a staple at my house. Like,
Who is-
my kids watch that
I'm gonna
every
pull this
4
in a little
minutes.
bit. Who's Cat Army? Who is that? Cat Army, please tell us who you are.
Ooh, we need real names.
Yeah, I want a name.
No aliases here.
Classic Layla Kinnaman just
Die Hard is
yelling her
abs-
name at us because it's in all caps. Hey, Layla,
Calm
cool
down,
it
Layla.
a little bit.
Layla,
Oh,
chill,
by the way,
chill.
I have forgotten to look at you
I know,
guys
you're
this
staring at this.
whole
This is
time.
Dave's face the whole time.
Whew. So if I'm not looking at the camera, like at least once a minute.
Kendra, is
I like
it?
lectured them on it earlier, and I am.
It's the clown movie, right? Is it a Christmas movie? Kendra, are you?
No, it's not Christmas.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's over a large
like,
span of time, though.
Michael Myers, Halloween. Hey, the countdown's over.
it's
We've
over.
arrived. The dog is done.
Oh,
finally.
Dave
Shit.
said, "Get on with it." It's like,
Like,
oh, by the
shut
way,
up, you guys.
for everyone online, Austin Stam is here doing Pro Presenter stuff. Dave is running sound and managing the stream. And Kaylee is actually going to preach later, and she's
Hey.
also being our studio audience right now. So if
that's
you
great.
hear a faint voice and then we respond to it, it's probably Kaylee talking to us.
Also, probably
So
that we're in trouble. So
we haven't said anything bad yet, except that The Passion of the Christ is our favorite Easter movie, which is not true. No one actually said that.
You guys,
but
we went to see that in the theater. Like this is a long time ago.
Christmas
Back when-
vacay, good
Back
shout.
when you could go to movies in the theater,
Yeah.
and I go to watch The Passion of Christ, and I buy like the value size popcorn, and then I sit down, and it gets super serious, and there's subtitles, and I didn't need a single kernel. I just held it. Yeah, like tears into my popcorn. It
Tears.
became very soggy. It was
Wet popcorn.
bad. It was bad.
So my roommate in college hated popcorn. Like, you couldn't even get it close to him.
Oh man,
It would freak him out.
throw it at me.
And yes, and he would. It's the only time I've seen Trevor like actually mad is when you try to touch him with popcorn. It's crazy. And his reasoning is, it feels and looks the same. If it's been under the couch for 4 or 5 months, it's the same. Which it tastes different. Sure, it's stale, but I kind of.
So you've tasted.
Well, yeah. I mean,
How old is this?
duh. Try to prove him wrong.
16 to 18 days, I think. Yeah.
I was wrong. You know.
So does he have the same stance for McDonald's French fries?
I never saw Trevor eat anything besides Taco Bell.
Mm.
He would get a paycheck and be like, "Oh, sweet." He wouldn't say like, "Oh, I've made $74." It was, "Sweet, I can go to Taco Bell 12 times." Like he just all of his money was measured in Taco Bell trips.
Fair.
Welcome to college.
Welcome to
That's-
college,
yeah.
where you find out all kinds of really significant things. Eli doesn't like popcorn.
Eli doesn't like. Why do you not like popcorn? Is it the flavor, the texture? Like what else?
What is there to
it,
not
you know?
like about popcorn, Eli?
Uh,
I'm so confused. Other than the occasional seed stuck in your teeth. I
Cat
don't know.
Army still has not told us who they are.
Ooh, we got
All they
never.
said was never.
Never.
Oh, you'll never.
Fair enough. Could be.
Bree Smith. That's a good
so
guess.
Let's get a quick poll real quick. I don't know how to do polls on the YouTubes.
Let's just type it in the chat.
Type it in real quickly whether or not you have to go to school tomorrow or whether you're going to e-learn.
If I had to guess, I would say most people. I really don't know. I don't have a good
I don't.
gauge on
I
this.
know
think most people are
Northwestern.
going
Northwestern
in.
is still going to get the school tomorrow.
Western's not.
Western's not. Kokomo's not. Tri Central, where are you at? I don't know.
Yeah, Tri Central.
I think they're hit and miss because both the kids that go.
Eli said it gets stuck on my teeth. That is the worst part about popcorn, when it like goes in between the gums and the teeth and it's there for like an hour. And you're like, that whole
HOL, like whole, like the whole kernel, the whole.
the whole kernel. Wow.
Oh,
Quarantine
Eastern's e-learning.
squad.
Man, this is
E-learning for Eastern.
all right. Hey, so let's
School,
see.
baby.
Clinton Central, they're going to school. Northwestern, man, we're gonna just stay until we're down to the last 2 kids. I like it. Emma Conrad, are you quarantined or is your school like shut down? Cat Army, I don't know where you go to school at. Cat Army, I can't even go to school. We're in e-learning. I have
think
COVID.
that's a Smith.
Oh man, I'm sorry you have COVID. Hopefully you feel
Oh.
better.
Yeah,
If I
sorry.
knew who you were, I would pray specifically for you. But now I'm going for whoever the cat is. That's who we're praying. Could be.
It's definitely not Chess.
Of course, Clinton Central is still going to school. I mean, that's
Jess
probably true.
Roberts, you're on here and you ain't even commenting
McConaughey
nothing?
representing e-learning. It's good.
Wow. I have feelings,
Tri
too,
Central
you know.
is still in school, having in person. So poor Emma, just quarantined again. Still in school. My brother's
Avery
doing
e-learning with a ton of G's on the end.
Mm,
E-learning.
That's when you know you love it.
Yeah.
I really love
It's a
e-learning.
I'm quarantined, but school is still on, says Emma.
Wow. Well,
I really feel like FOMO has increased this year, you know?
like I really want to go back to school.
Yeah, like it's like I don't like being quarantined because I'm missing out on what's happening in school, you know?
It's fair.
I've been practicing empathy a lot recently, so I'm trying to be empathetic about this. Kaylee's laughing at me saying that. I'm being
I'm
I'm
not
being,
really, not really
Well,
experiencing empathy.
It doesn't come
It's-
super naturally for me, so I have to attempt, you know? So
Jess Roberts, after like what 20 years of your life in school, what's it feel like to
I
not
don't
be
go
in
to
school
school
anymore?
Way to go.
Eli says that
Congratulations.
Eastern was around half of the school on Friday, so they just shut her down. That's good.
Layla thinks they're going to be the last one standing.
Challenge accepted. Come on, TC.
We're going back through the next Monday. Well, I mean, you don't have school like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right?
I mean, I feel like that's the best week to be e-learning.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Like, who cares about Thanksgiving Monday and Tuesday? You're not going to learn anything.
It's true. I mean, so for us growing up, like the day before Thanksgiving break was all day long sports tournaments. Teachers versus students in volleyball, teachers versus students in dodgeball, teachers versus students in wiffle ball. Like, there was so much learning going on that day.
Speaking of dodgeball against students, I was basically the gym teacher for a summer camp after my freshman year of college. And
This wasn't on your resume when we hired you.
Well, I was good at it. Maybe. Most of the kids liked me. Well, this story pertains to that. Really just me being mean to the children. But I had all ages, so like even like 3-year-olds, and we would play dodgeball sometimes, and boy, I would destroy those kids in dodgeball, and I did not hold back. And maybe I'm a jerk.
All up and in.
Yeah. When they were crying on the ground, I said, "It's not a big deal, kid."
Get up. Jess Roberts says it's really weird being a real adult.
Way to go. You did it.
Great comeback. Jacob Paul, 5 to 7 students in class compared to 30. That's way to go, Clinton Central. You keep pushing through, though.
Yeah. Keep trying. I feel like you've lost critical mass at that point. But
teacher-student ratio is
Eli
1 to 1.
says, sounds fun. I can see Eli just destroying some kids in dodgeball and not caring.
I'd like to
I
be
can
a
see that.
PE teacher just for this day.
Yes. The suspense of whether or not you would get a pink slip. Yeah,
have
seriously.
you heard? Eastern does a pink slip. You know, so like in most places you get fired, Eastern's like, you've been quarantined.
Wow.
You've been quarantined. Like, oh, do you open your locker? Like,
yeah, I feel
please
like
don't be in
you
there.
could
Please
do
don't be in
that
there.
digitally, too.
Oh.
Like,
I feel like just an email would work just as good.
Maddie says, crazy with 3 Ys. I don't know what you're talking about, but agreed. That is crazy. Probably the
I
pink
think the
slip thing.
ratio, 5 to 7 out of 30.
Yeah.
Pretty
All of those things that have been said in the chat are pretty crazy.
So announcements. We have some announcements tonight, tonight.
Yes.
One of those announcements is this is the Thanksgiving week, the week where you get to be thankful. It's the only time all year long where you need to be thankful. Is not what the Bible says at all. It actually says be thankful all the time, but specifically this week. So in order to be thankful and maybe to celebrate time with our family and friends, next Sunday night there will not be 9:12 service. We will not be reconvening live or on the digital networks. So enjoy that time with your family, but stay safe. You've heard all the recommendations of, staying away from people that you haven't seen in a long time anyway, because you're probably going to bring something to them. Take care of those people. Be safe. All those good things.
And if you're very sad that we're not having 9:12, you should spend some time giving thanks to the Lord for 9:12.
That was deep. Real deep.
Yeah. You just, this happened maybe 2 minutes ago, but you just pulled a classic. Not, like, you said something and then not. That was good. It's especially fun when you do that about serious teachings about Jesus. You're like, Jesus said this. Not. That's, okay.
Also, welcome 2002.
Yes.
So the principal shows up at the door of your class with a handful of pink slips. Can you imagine the pressure and anxiety? Like, Mr. Smith is here. He's got the pink slips. Please, 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 please.
That. I mean, how do they do it? They file you out of class and give it to. They're like, something like, okay, you can go ahead, and then they hand it to the next person. That sounds dreadful.
That's terrible.
They got to think of a better way to do that.
I think there's got to be a more efficient way.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Austin didn't come back in class, guys. We lost him.
Okay, so we have a couple games.
Hold on, we have a second announcement.
Oh.
If at any point during tonight's service or even after tonight's service, you would like for someone to pray with you, we don't want to miss an opportunity to do that. Attached to the screen,
behold,
is a phone number.
I'm thirsty.
Good. Here's a phone number. Any point you can text that number any time of the week. Now, a couple things we want to remind you. We always tell you this is an anonymous text, and it really, really is. So one of the things we've noticed is lately people have texted this number like to have a conversation like, hey, is 912 going to be live this week or are we going to be on virtual this week? It really is virtual and really is anonymous, and we really have no clue or no way to respond to that. Like, there's no phone number where we could text. So if you ask a question that you would like a response to, you're going to have to put your name and your number in your text message so that one of us can contact you back. Otherwise, all we get is a random information text message, and we don't know how to respond to it. Now, what we can do is continue to do what we tell you we're going to do. We're going to pray for every person who sends a text message and says, hey, please pray for me about this. So keep that up.
And second thing, we're showing this number right now. We realize you're watching on YouTube. You can't necessarily get out of YouTube and remember the number, whatever. Take a screenshot right now if you're watching.
Great idea.
Thanks. I didn't just come up with this. That was the plan. Take a screenshot, and you can text later, look at it, whatever's easiest for you. But it'll be hard to remember it or type it in your phone when you're on YouTube right now. So.
You Apple users here, did you get that last update where you can do like the double tap on the back of your phone? I've got about 562 unwanted screenshots on my phone right now.
That's classic.
So maybe go to the quadruple tap or something. I don't know, but it doesn't work.
Speaking of pictures,
good transition.
Yeah, I'm getting good at this. I listen to a lot of radio shows, so I know how to transition. Speaking of pictures, we are going to play a game today, and that game requires you. You are the funny people in the game. We're just the hosts of the game, and you're the participants, and we're going to pick the best submissions that you guys give in and give away a prize that Luke has prepared. Luke, what's the prize?
I'm just dying over these comments right now. I prepared a prize?
Yeah.
The
what
prize
prize?
is attaboy or attagirl.
We got to do something better than that.
All right, we'll send you a $5 gift card to Cone Pals.
Yeah. Alex said $20 earlier. We're not putting him on the spot.
I'm going to shut that down real quick.
Like, we have a budget, don't we? Just kidding.
Alan down and said the pink slip is like no joke. It's like a movie. You have to sit through the COVID clinic until your parents get there.
Oh, my
That
gosh.
sounds terrible.
So someone said that they call you, the office calls your room, and they have to, like, tell you to leave in that
I
moment.
wonder if like people in the class make
Goodness.
sound effects like dum dum dum.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so the game we were just talking about, it's so easy. It's so easy for us to get distracted by the comments happening, and then they're on like a 10, 15 second delay. So I like responding to them. Anyway, so the game is we are going to show a picture on here, and you guys have to caption it in the comments. Okay, so best caption wins. Austin, let's see the first one. We'll do a little tryout. If you can't tell who that is the middle school pastor at Crossroads, Alex Gelly.
So
he's a little baby.
Just gonna throw this out there. Normally in a shirt, the seam where the two in front and back meet is either in the middle or the back,
really far
not in the
forward.
front.
Yeah.
Alex, I believe your shirt is on backwards. Bree, I know you guys weren't married at this point in the relationship, but we got to do better.
When you put on a shirt, can you feel if it's backwards? Because I
Absolutely.
definitely can.
I feel like I'm wearing shoulder pads.
It like chokes my neck.
Yes.
Like it.
It's just
Anyway.
like a straight line across the back. What's this tag scratching my tonsils? What do we got?
We haven't got a single one yet. It's probably just because it's delayed. No big deal.
Yo Joe, what's Micah's Yo Joe all about? Oh, Joe
I think
Hummerkaus.
it's-
What's up, guys?
What up, Joe Hummerkaus?
Jumped in late. So can we talk more about Alex for a minute?
All right. Do you have a good caption?
Is this the Nokia flip phone he's holding
Nah,
on to
dude,
right
that's-
now, or we're on the beach and we got walkies.
He said
Over.
10-4.
I'm by the big waves. Over.
Yeah, seriously.
That's
Captain
awesome.
Stargate 29.
Yes, put that in the chat, please.
Do we text this? Yes, definitely put it in
Yeah,
the chat.
otherwise we wouldn't know who to give credit to.
Yeah.
Alex Gelly. Look, we even stole his handle from
Yeah,
Instagram.
I felt
Maybe-
like we can't make fun of people without giving them a little promotion.
Maybe give them a chance to get a new follower.
Yeah,
Look at
maybe
that.
Alex will get a
Look
follower.
at that. Ironically, that's only like 3 years ago. And he looks like
10-4,
he's
good
11.
buddy. Over and out.
That's good sound
she's
effects.
married. She's married to a
She knows the sound.
cop, so she knows.
Did the office just call and say I'm quarantined? That's nice.
This
Madison.
walkie-talkie just makes me feel important. Hey, Mom, what did you need? That's pretty good.
I think my shirt is on backwards. Do you copy? Over.
Do you copy?
This
over?
walkie-talkie makes me feel important.
Oh, this is good.
Hey, girl, could I
Students,
have
when
your
the
walkie-
principal walks in with 20 pink slips.
Hey, girl, can I have your walkie channel?
That's good.
That's a good one.
I'm realizing how much I have to bend down to actually read these. I might have poor eyesight.
Dave, I can see this from.
Maybe, I know. I'm struggling.
Let me call my girlfriend Wilk. I can tell her about the beautifulness. Thanks, Riley. That's good. All right, we'll keep reading those. What's the next picture? The winner of that round?
we'll go
Oh,
back
we have
and
to get a
look.
winner?
I think Micah's
man.
made me laugh the most.
Micah's was pretty good.
Do you copy? Over.
Over. I think my shirt is on
Joe's made
backwards.
me laugh too.
Which was Joe. All right. When the
Hey,
boys
girl,
call
can I-
you just to tell you got a girl. That's good, Eli. Thanks, buddy.
All right, let's see the
I
next
think
one,
students
Austin.
when the principal walks in with 20 pink slips. Eli Herzog.
Yeah.
All right.
See the next one.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Mr. Butcher, what is
So-
happening to your hair, bro? That's
It's like, well, Mom told me this hair would be cool.
Man, I'm
When you see the new Troll movie and want to appear cool in front of your friends.
Oh man, that's awesome, dude. You
That
play
is
nine.
good.
You play 9 Square way better than you do your haircuts. I'll give you that. The Trolls bathroom tour. That's good stuff.
Didn't we all have the haircut like once though?
I absolutely. The first time I tried to mohawk my hair and I didn't have the right gel and I just looked
Yeah.
like Shamu because it just fell
Yeah.
over to the side.
I've done that before too.
It's
I really
epic.
like the smirk too. I feel I haven't appreciated the smirk as much as the
It's
hair.
quality. What do we got here? I woke
When
up
you-
like this.
When you're scared to lose your hairline.
Tried to cut.
That one's good.
Tried to cut my hair over quarantine. Didn't go so well. I like it. Hey, ladies, ready for school?
Well, I
Well-
guess I'm a carrot then. Dang it, Micah. Why do you have to be good at this game?
I thought this was a man bun with
Can I
Jen.
have that Luke look? That's good, CJ. When
How
you
do we-
walk out of the salon and they didn't do everything you said. New hair, who dis? I feel I was ready for the new hair, who dis. First dates be like. My mom told me I would look good with this now, but I'm thinking otherwise. That's good. All right. Well, those are some. Oh, there's even more.
Evan Fleek. We know about say about haircut.
So you fake confidence to make people think. If you exude confidence, people will think that you're cool no matter what. All right.
What was the winner there? There was a good one up early.
Dang it. It was. I mean, Micah was officially the winner, but we can't let adults
All right,
win.
we'll let Micah have this round.
Okay.
He can have one. All right, what's next? Austin, what's next?
Aw, that's sweet.
That's cute. So this is my oldest daughter, Morgan, and this is my niece, Madison,
'Kay.
and I'm not sure who that
It's
is.
like, I don't think that's your child.
Oh, wait, that's McKenna.
That's McKenna. She's winking and kissing, but she's not
And-
kissing anyone.
And
It's like-
I feel like she was a little late to the party. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I missed.
When you're in the middle of that photo, you should be the one smiling, not the one kissing.
Way to go, McKenna. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, but
Guinea pig look. Get your stinking gift card. Micah's a little bitter about the gift card right now. Not
it's
taking this
I mean,
so
you
well.
got a shout out. That's good enough, right?
I feel like, yeah, props to you, Micah.
Oh, I didn't even think. This isn't really making fun of Morgan, but
No.
she's the one who got
But
the
McKenna's
shout-out.
watching that too, and probably is going to.
Did you get my good side? That's good.
Good job, Fleek. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with her eyes. Like, what is she looking at exactly?
Her eyebrows, one's going really far down,
So
and one's going really far
maybe
up.
are fans of The Rock. Smith
Yeah,
house.
he's got the.
He does have The Rock look.
I can't make my left eyebrow go down, but I can make my right one go down.
It's interesting, Dave. When you're happy, COVID hits you, so you must smile. That's a good one, Jess. I'm quarantined again. Oh, Heather, that's probably too soon. What's COVID-19? Look, you can kiss my other
When
Riley.
ants you've never met before in your life tell you how much you've grown. That's the face I make too. When you're showing affection and don't know what to do with it. That's true, Eli. So true. That
Hello, I'm McKenna. I got paid to do this.
I hate them.
I hate them.
Nose comparison.
Oh, that's
like,
a good
Who
one.
has the best nose?
I like that.
That one's good.
That's a good one, Eli.
Is that Anthony Davis I see? That's good. That's clever.
Why, yes. Yes, it
It's
is.
not COVID. It's Lyme disease.
Biblical friend. Do what you're here to do.
She doesn't have a unibrow. He wasn't making fun of her unibrow.
I mean,
There's
with
no-
the shadowing it.
Yeah,
kinda
it's
looked
just that's really good. That one's the best one
like
by
Anthony
far.
Davis wins. Was that,
Yeah.
who was the Anthony Davis?
So it was someone who watches basketball. Oh, it's Jacob, right? Yeah, Jacob Hall.
Jacob Hall. Nice job.
You are officially the winner.
Grandma's whenever you have an unforeseen.
A free unkissed cheek.
Here it is.
Dang it.
I think.
That's that's second
place.
place. We already gave first place
All
away,
right,
so
that's
you
good.
got second place, Eli.
All right, what's the next one? Oh, gosh.
Dude.
Is that TJ
They're
and
little-
Vance?
yeah, they're
Look
little
Look at Vance's
babies.
face here. This is. Look at this guy.
Aw,
What, is he
looks-
Bluetooth
he looks
right now?
sad. No, dude, they're gaming, bro.
Is he in
What?
the is he in the Wu-Tang?
What game do you think they're playing?
Got the bumblebee glasses. Hold on, let me see the
Similar,
reflection
like,
in TJ's eyes.
Original Halo.
Can you make it out right here in the square in his eyes? All right, Vance, TJ, if you're on, comment us. What's happening right now?
Yeah,
So
seriously.
concerned. I feel like also Vance just watched someone run over his cat.
Yeah, he looks.
Look at
pretty
this sad face, like, or TJ's hogging the controller and they only had one.
Yeah.
This would be like what, PlayStation 2? Like what era is this?
I don't know, man.
It's quality.
No, it's probably PS. I don't really know. Xbox 720.
When Mom says
That's
it's
the
time to
future.
get off the game, me and the boys at 3 a.m.
Yeah. When you lose your 4th grade football game. That's good.
It's quality. That's good. Evan Fleek, when they get to the Fortnite dub, when the ladies ask, "What's Fortnite?"
When your partner in Among Us killed you.
Ooh, that's some truth right there. When Mom let us past 10, thug life.
When Mom doesn't understand you can't pause an online game. That's so true. That one's really good. That's definitely the winner so far.
Who was that one? That's great.
When the TV is too bright, you need sunglasses. That's good. I got the you got Doritos. That's good too.
Nice.
Oh, this one's the best one so far.
No one to listen to in a
When
sound
no
club.
one, how? That was mean, Jess.
That was rough, dude.
Seriously.
Throwing daggers at you.
Hashtag gaming thug life. I just ate my 7th piece of pizza.
Nice.
Mom wouldn't let me spend the night.
Oh, that's a sad
Hey guys,
face right
welcome to our
there.
24-hour Fortnite vlog.
Actually, I feel like there's truth to that.
Yeah.
TJ, don't
Guys,
care.
your
Look cool.
girlfriends tell you not to worry about when no one listens to Vance Spotify songs.
Ooh, I
Hey.
feel like Vance is going to beat up Evan Fleek right
Hey,
now.
yeah, now we say nice things about people,
plus,
encouraging things.
I don't know if you know this, but Vance's last jam slaps. See
Yeah.
what I did there? I
Yeah,
used really
slaps,
cool words.
That's good. That's good. Total banger. That's when Vance just got so much shade on him, he had to put on the sunglasses. That one's good too.
Nice.
Except for it's TJ wearing the sunglasses.
And man,
So-
those are either his mom's or Wu-Tang. I can't tell.
Top 10 most dangerous men. Who was what was the
It was
who
early.
it was Kendra. It was
Nice.
Kendra.
That's good.
That was the
That's
best
good.
one.
When your
Kendra,
cat
you
died
win.
and your friend secretly ran over it.
Oh.
Man.
Why? Oh yeah.
Those
Well, I
comments are-
can't read.
How about now?
That's way worse. Let's bring this closer.
Okay.
Let's see another one.
Yeah, let's just put it all in front of you, Dave. That's great.
Luke, you're so hip.
Thanks.
You can read
Thanks,
it.
Joe. It's because I have good eyes.
Yeah, well, I don't, so it
All
needs to be closer to me.
Next photo. We got one left.
You want me to?
All right, let's do two.
Yeah, let's
Stick
get to the
those
good
two.
ones.
Stick to
Oh gosh. No, that was good. We'll do it real quick.
Oh,
This is.
Olivia. I'm so
Quick
sorry
round.
for this.
Oh
well,
my
not really.
gosh.
What's the Finding Nemo movie? Which character would she be?
Dory.
Dory in Finding. Olivia
sure.
is now Dory.
I'm thinking when you try a warhead for the first time and it's super sour.
Can't get the lips back apart. That's good stuff right there.
Are we captioning or roasting? Definitely captioning, I think. A little bit roasting.
Good
but
call, Xander. Let's back this up a little bit.
we picked people who could handle it, I think.
It's true. Olivia, if you're not on here, I bet you wish you were. I would like to know the reason behind the photo.
Girls in 2018 be like, that's good. And that probably is from 2018, so that's not even mean.
Your hip has nothing to do with your eyes.
I don't know what that means.
I think he was trying to talk about my old man hip, I think. is
When
what
you
he
have a bad hair day, so you're trying to hold it. That's good.
said. Check me out. I'm a fish.
That's good.
Ooh, duck in a vice. That's interesting. You think you're a pucker fish and want to clean the fish.
All right,
tank.
let's go to the next one.
I
That's
like it.
Those
I
are all
like it.
good.
2020 be like. That's actually pretty good.
2 more.
Just keep swimming.
Oh gosh.
What's happening right there?
I
What's he
don't
sitting
know.
on? Is he floating in air?
2 stools
nice.
stacked on each other.
Is his head touching the ceiling? Oh, that's impressive. I feel like he wore that same jacket today from the stage.
I've never seen him in anything else.
Anything but the
That's
black
not
denim.
mean. He would admit that.
Black denim it is. I like it. I
When
like
you
it.
don't make it to the bathroom on time. That one's pretty good.
Nice.
Austin, you're
OMG,
sitting
Eli.
right here.
Dave's first kiss be like from the last one.
Oh,
Ah.
classic.
When
When the toilet seat is wet,
oh,
that's true.
That's Anna. That's a good one. Anna takes the lead. My name. Oh no.
With an H.
When you crap your pants again.
Again.
Ooh, sorry, Siege. I feel like you might be a little too excited to poop your pants right there. It's not really the look of terror I would anticipate.
When you're buying a new pedal online and Busy walks in the room.
Dave, when he almost falls over on stage during worship.
I've never had that happen before.
I don't think that's true. Is this a worship pastor application picture? He's accepting me at your church.
Yeah, that's on his.
Hey, Biz, I just pooped my pants. Nice.
When your mom says pose.
Guys, I just took the biggest crap. The music was as loud, so you ripped a big one, and you realized that you had
When the
your AirPods.
Chipotle hits different. I just lost another toenail. That one's good. That one's good. CJ, I wish we could put up a picture of CJ's toenail. Well, there's not even a nail there anymore. I think it fell off.
Gross.
CJ has had a bad toenail for a long time.
Eli brought it full
Dave's
circle.
roommate after every Taco Bell run. That's true.
It's terrific. One more.
Last one.
All right, Dave, why do you keep putting a water bottle
Shoot,
right in
did
front
I
of
eat
the TV?
beans again?
Oh, gosh. Wait, let's just clarify a couple things. Was there or was there not a wedding ring on your finger at this point?
That was at Kings Island? Yeah, we were married.
Whew, man, I was about to fire you.
That's very inappropriate.
Real awkward picture. I like how Jess is like super sweet. Honey, let's take a good
Oh,
picture.
no. This is I start smiling, and right before someone takes a picture,
It's
just
good. It's good. So
Classic.
she didn't know this was happening. She's still trying to hold it together.
Yeah.
And then you just went and did that.
yeah, well.
Was she sweaty? Like, is there a bead coming down? You're like, let me get that.
No.
You
It's
got some
just
ketchup on
to
your
be
cheek.
mean. That's all.
That's
you know?
hilarious.
Sometimes you just got to be mean.
I feel like that's intense. Dave.
Wait, I thought she was ice cream. Oh, she said, I thought he was going in for a cute kiss.
Aw.
That's true. That's what it was.
Jessica.
Jessica. That one's pretty good. That's very clever.
That's a
the
good.
pun ones are going to go high on the list.
That's a good one. Hold on.
Forget
You have some
lollipops.
funnel
I
cake
got
on
a
your
wipe.
cheek.
You got a bug on your face. Let me get it for you.
Why does everything taste like pumpkin spice? I literally thought he was gonna be cute. Oh,
That's why I look so happy.
she yelled at you too. Look at that. All
Yeah,
caps.
all
I'm
caps.
so sorry. Tongues are gross.
When Jess passes out on the roller coaster, so you lick her to wake her up. That's true.
When
That did
Mom
happen.
when Mom says no ice cream. Oh, come on, Evan, get out of here.
Tongues are gross.
That Delacordia is sour.
No, she was Roberts by then.
She better be. Who's taking the photo? Is this like an innocent bystander? Like, did you scar them as well?
Nah, dude, I see a reflection
That's
of
what I'm trying to
Mike
see.
and Sheila Roberts.
My
parents
made
were
them
there.
proud. Look,
Yeah.
Mom and Dad, I'll lick my wife.
Yeah, when you go to Kings Island, I'm not paying for Kings Island. You got to go for free with
Gotta
mom
go
and
with,
dad. Duh.
Gotta go with the rinse.
All right, that's it.
That's good
That's the
stuff.
whole game.
That's good
You
stuff.
guys did a very, very good job. And
Good
we'll,
participation.
huh?
I think Eli, the Jessica.
Jessical.
Herzog.
Oh,
Second
he already
place.
won. Who was second place?
I guess there's a rule we didn't know about. When Dave thinks he's a dog, that was pretty accurate.
Wait, I thought she
I
was
feel like
ice
we
cream.
owe
That
it to
one's
your
pretty
wife
good.
just for putting that suffering on the screen.
I'm the one that looks goofy.
Oh, Anna. All right, we got it. Just won that.
When
round.
your spirit animal is a dog.
Nice. Dave, what's next?
Kaylee's up next.
Cool. No secret game?
Well, we don't have enough time.
All right, perfect.
Well, I'll save it for the future. But I'm surely not telling you what the game is.
Dum, dum, dum.
So let me pray for us real quick. Kaylee, you can come on up. I'll talk as you guys switch spots. Let me pray for us real quick, and then we'll jump on into the sermon. Cool? Let's pray. God, I'm grateful that we're all able to gather together virtually, and that we can be together in one place and joke around and have fun and grow closer to each other. God, I pray that this would be just the start of what online friendships and relationships and checking up on each other can look like, God. I pray that we're able to remain attentive throughout this sermon, what Kaylee's going to bring to us. Pray that you would speak through her and we'd be receptive to what you have to say to us, God. We are grateful for everything that you've done, God, and who you are. We're grateful for your gift of forgiveness, God. We pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen. See you later.
All right. Well, glad to be with you guys tonight. Glad to join you here on YouTube Live. We know it's different. We know this is a season of kind of figuring out like how things can be the safest. You guys may be experiencing some like changes in the way that your family is working and some changes in Thanksgiving plans. And just know that our heart is for you, that we are here for you, that we love you guys, that we want this experience of having to be virtual to be one that works for you. So if you have any ideas, like any things that we can do to make it better, we'd love to hear those things. So we know it's different, but we want to wrap up tonight's series on the invite by talking about our responsibility as Jesus followers. What is it that God is asking for us when it comes to inviting people? And so there's an old saying in the Christian world, and it kind of goes like this. It says, "You may be the only Bible that people ever read." And while I really despise cliches, like they really irritate me, a lot of times when we hear cliches, the thing that makes them so irritating is that there's something really true about them. And when we hear this phrase that you may be the only person, the only Bible that someone ever reads, we have to remember that the way that we live really matters. The things that we do have an impact on the people around us. And you have friends, you know people who may never step foot in a church building. They may never join an online service, but they work with you, or you pass the ball to them, or you sit next to them in science class. No matter what it is, no matter where those people are, you may never get them to walk into a church building, but you may be able to have a conversation with them that leads them towards faith. And each of us has an opportunity to show Jesus to people by the way that we live, the way that we treat people, the way that we choose to engage in gossip or not, the words that we say when we're angry, the discussions that we have in the locker room, the things that we choose to do behind closed doors. All of those things, they speak about our life, and they tell people who we are. And if we make the decision to claim Jesus for our lives, if we make the decision to say, hey, this is something that I have as a part of who I am, then that impacts the way that people see faith. That impacts the way that we represent Jesus to people around us. So I want you to think about this. Quick question for you tonight. I want you to think about this. Does your life show people what Jesus says about them? And does the way that you live point people toward Jesus? Now, later on tonight, we'll have some time to talk about those things. Hopefully, you'll be able to break out into your groups and discuss that a little bit more. But I want you to think about that as we go on to the next part. Now, before you think I'm asking you to be perfect, or that you can't make mistakes, or that if you do make a mistake, that everything is lost, that's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is that even when we have failures, even when we have moments of things that we do that we slip up, we can still point people to Jesus by going back and having a right conversation, apologizing or making things right and being able to say, hey, I was wrong in this situation. We can continue to point people to Jesus even through our failures. And you see, this is the thing about living an invitational lifestyle, is that it really never ends. It's not like there's a time that you get to choose to be off the clock. Living an invitational lifestyle is an understanding that no matter who I interact with, no matter who I talk to, no matter who I'm around, I have an opportunity to share Jesus with that person by the way that I treat them, by the words that I speak to them, and by the way that I leave them feeling when our conversation is over. Now, this isn't to put pressure on you or to make you feel like, geez, I guess I have this high standard that I'm never going to be able to live up to, but to remind you that everything we do speaks to the people around us. We've spent the last few weeks talking about living a life that invites people into a relationship with Jesus. And we focused on this idea that God has strategically put people in your life who he wants you to have conversations with. And honestly, for some of us, we don't have to look very far. It could be your math teacher, or the kid that sits next to you in bio, or the first chair flute player, or maybe it's your mom. Maybe it's somebody in your family that God wants you to have a conversation with. And to start a conversation, an ongoing conversation, to say, let me introduce you to my friend Jesus and what he's done in my life. So let's say that you've identified someone. Let's say you feel like God has pointed someone out to you that you have been intentional with, and you formed a purposeful relationship with this person, and you have these kinds of conversations. You walk alongside of them in their life. You choose to be your real, authentic, messy self, and that person starts to ask more questions. Now, before you stress yourself out again, Don't feel like you have to have all the answers. In fact, people find it to be way more engaging when you have to say, you know what, I've never thought about that. Or let me find out the answer for that and I'll get back with you. Not having all the answers actually makes people feel like this faith thing, this Jesus lifestyle is something that's attainable for them. And if you mess up in the conversation and you tell them wrong answers, you have a chance to go back and to say, hey, I want to clarify something I said to you before. So when we're having these conversations, you're having these interactions with your friend, with your family member, at this point, some really, really cool things are going to start to happen. And in your conversation, you can start to identify areas of your life that you can show them where God has impacted you. You can point out places where you have seen God at work in your own life, talk about experiences that you've had, and relate your life to the things that they're going through. Take a trip back in time with me here for a second. Think back in your life to the time when you asked Jesus into your heart. Think back to when you asked Jesus to become a part of your life. So for me, if I take a trip down memory lane, I was 5 years old. At 5 years old, I did not know very much about Jesus, and there were people along the course of my life who walked with me. Now, you might have become a Christian when you were 16 years old or maybe when you were 12, but each of us can probably think of some folks who have walked with us, who have answered questions, who maybe have called things out in us to say, hey, the way that you responded right here, that wasn't really great. Think about those people. And the cool thing is when you start to have these conversations with your friend, you get to become that person for your friend in your life. And this is where it gets really amazing because you get to become someone who pours into a friend, someone who says, listen, there's other things that I want to teach you about faith. Because our job is not done once our friend says a prayer of salvation. Our job is not done when a person says, hey, I do want to make God my number one priority. And actually, Jesus had a lot to say about this. His final words to his disciples kind of give us some clues on how this should happen. If you'll take a look at Matthew chapter 28, Matthew is one of the books written specifically about Jesus' life. And chapter 28 is the last chapter. It's right before Jesus leaves this earth. And he gives his disciples a charge, a command to say, this is what I want you to do. And it says this, therefore go and make disciples of all the nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Teach these new disciples to obey all the commands I have given you, and be sure of this, I am with you always, even to the end of the age. So this verse here, this passage reminds us that our job doesn't end when people accept Jesus. Our job is to walk alongside them, to help teach them. And oftentimes in the church world, we focus on verse 19 where it talks about go and make disciples. It says, like, go and tell someone. We focus on that so much, but we forget about the process that happens after someone becomes a Christian. This idea of making disciples, a disciple is a fully devoted follower, someone who has risked their entire life, who gives their entire life to follow something. And if we're supposed to make disciples and not just converts, not just people who claim to have some sort of faith, then it's our job to also instill into those folks the things that Jesus wanted from them. Check out verse 20. It says, teach them to obey the commands that I have given you. Jesus in his life gave very, very little additional information on top of what the people of his time already knew. But what Jesus wants us to do is to continue to walk alongside people. And what happens sometimes when people make a decision for Jesus is they're like, okay, so I've had this really cool heart experience. What do I do now? And the best thing that we can help them do is to continue to keep their focus right on Jesus. So what does this look like? A couple quick points here for you, 4 quick things I want to run through, and then we're going to have some song we're going to sing together. First thing, we want people who have just made a decision for Jesus to continue to read about Jesus. We want to learn what Jesus said. We want to see the way that he taught people. We want to watch the way that he interacted with people, and that becomes the way that we choose to live our lives. A lot of times people who are new to faith, new to understanding who Jesus is, can get really confused when we talk about the Bible because they don't understand how the Bible works. But if someone is new to faith, we would tell you to focus strictly on Jesus. There's a lot of things that you can get confused when it comes to the different parts of the Bible and the different commandments, but we want to teach them to follow exactly what it is that Jesus said. An easier way to say this may be to teach them big two, to love God and to love people. Matthew, the same guy who wrote the verses we read before, in chapter 2, he wrote these things. Jesus was being challenged by a leader in the church, and Jesus' reply to them was this: "You must love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. A second is equally important. Love your neighbor as yourself. The entire law and all the demands of the prophets are based on these two commands." So when people ask us, like, okay, so what do I have to do? Like, first of all, you don't have to do anything. God loves us just where we are. But he asks us two things: to love God first and to love people around us. Love people by the way that we treat them, by the way that we interact with them. And that is kind of continuing the cycle of what we have started with them. The second thing that we need to do with someone who maybe is new to faith is to not assume that they know what you know. You may have spent a lot of your life learning about Jesus, understanding his commands, and your friend may not. And so instead of assuming that they're going to follow some moral code or they're going to fall in line with the things that you have learned, remember that it takes time to understand who Jesus is and the way that he wants to continue to have an impact on our lives. We're all on different journeys at different points, and it's our job to help them learn. The third thing we can do to help our friend who maybe just received Jesus is to be gracious, to realize that there's going to be times where we continue to mess up, where we make mistakes. I mean, I'm not perfect, and neither are you, and I'm sure there's been lots of times where people have shown you grace, and we want to make sure that we show them that same kind of grace, because Jesus' grace for us doesn't stop the moment that we accept him. It continues on and on and on in our lives as we become more like him. And if there is a moment where you feel like, hey, maybe I need to talk with them about that, approach them with grace, trying to understand where they're coming from, not assuming anything, but making sure we can help people continue to become like Jesus. And then the last thing that we want to do for someone who maybe is seeking out Jesus is to continue to model it in front of them. To remember that they're looking at us as an example of what faith ought to look like, as an example of how we can come alongside people. And what is really amazing is that when you help your friend come closer to Jesus, then they're going to start looking around their circle. They're going to look around their life and say, okay, who do I have in my life that I can reach out to? Who do I have that I can help them know more about Jesus? And then the circle gets wider and wider and wider, and more folks get to know about Jesus. Hey, as we wrap up tonight and we wrap up this series, Dave's going to come back up and he's going to play a song for us. And as he plays, I just want to challenge you to think about a couple of things, to think about your life. Think about the people in it. A couple weeks ago, Luke challenged us to think about people in our life who we know need Jesus. And not only those people, but I want to ask you guys a couple of questions. And I want you to think about these things as Dave plays. First, does the way that I live point people to Jesus? Are there things in my life that are confusing to people because of the way that I act, because of the way that I live? And the second question is this: how can I walk with my friend who has recently accepted Jesus? Let's listen.
Walking around these walls, I thought by now they'd fall, but you have never failed me. Waiting for change to come, knowing the battle's won. Still you have never failed me. Your promise still stands. Great is your faithfulness, faithfulness. I'm still in your hands. This is my confidence. You never failed me. And I know the night won't last, and your word will come to pass, and my heart will sing your praise again. Jesus, you're still enough. Keep me within your love, and my heart will sing your praise again. Your promise still stands. Great is your faithfulness, faithfulness. I'm still in your hands. This is my confidence. You never fail. Your promise still stands. Great is your faithfulness, faithfulness. I'm still in your hands. This is my confidence. You never fail me. I've seen you move the mountains, and I believe I'll see you do it again. You made a way when there was no way, and I believe I'll see you do it again. I've seen you move the mountains, and I believe I'll see you do it again. You made a way when there was no way, and I believe I'll see you do it again. 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 Your promise still stands. Great is your faithfulness, faithfulness. I'm still in your hands. This is my confidence. You never fail. Would you pray with me? God, I pray that you would give us a spirit of boldness, that out of the love and the life change we've received from following you, that we will be able to share your hope with others, God. God, I pray that you would continue to speak to us. We would continue to exercise discipline to be able to learn more from you and maintain a relationship with you, God. And that we would eventually show the world your love, God, through our actions, through our words. Speak through us. Pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in with us. That's all I got for music. We have things to tell you now, and Luke is appearing out of nowhere. Ooh. And now we're just sitting here.
We didn't know if you guys wanted to keep talking.
Who's on still? 45 people still watching.
Looky there. All right.
Who is going to eat some turkey this week? Yes or no? Ready to go.
I mean, hopefully.
That's the worst floating head. Why don't you guys tell me that I had a hood showing in the background? That's dumb.
Did you want to be a floating head?
Come over here a little bit more. Come this way. No? Okay.
I don't need to play guitar right now, but I just did.
Play us.
When there's a guitar in your hands.
You just felt obligated to play it?
Yeah.
You feel me?
You know,
I was playing in rehearsal.
Yeah, that's
Really
true.
good.
Luke was playing, and he hit a harmonic once, so that's cool.
I'm not sure that I did that.
He did. Maybe.
Where
not.
we at, buddy? Man.
Yeah, buddy.
Still getting past the name.
Adeline
Ham is better.
says
I know,
ham is
can
better.
we have more
Ham is better.
chat so I can't see my parents' name in this, please?
Don't bring Mike and Sheila into this.
Yeah. Also, I sent Mike and while you were preaching, I sent Mike and Sheila the link, so hopefully they got on. and
Kendra already
saw
had
something.
2 Thanksgivings, you guys. That's a lot.
starting early. Wow.
Well, you must be a very thankful person then.
Ham.
You
Ham.
love
I would
to-
agree
you love
with
to
all
hear
of the ham comments. Ham is better than turkey. I agree.
Oh.
Absolutely. Especially the thinner cut. I can't stand the thicker cut.
So, city or country ham?
Here's what I think, honey.
Honey.
But
Honey ham.
what is a city ham?
That's
what?
just sweet ham. Same thing.
Dave, you made that up.
No, I didn't.
That's not a thing.
You never heard? Well, it's the
City
opposite of
ham?
country ham.
Listen here, Cynthiana, Tennessee, or Kentucky.
No,
Yeah.
it's called
Also,
a honey.
country ham is better.
Why
and you
is
guys
there
are wrong.
why is there anything besides honey ham?
Because country ham's good.
Who's it made by?
Does it have a bone in it?
What do you mean? Who's it made by?
Ham.
Everyone.
It's made by everyone. No,
Yeah,
not-
like
I-
plenty of
can
people
I
make country
Dave?
ham.
Can I make it? Can I make ham?
I'm not so sure. You can
No.
probably cook, right?
No.
Unpopular
I
opinion.
can cook ham.
I prefer the side dishes over the meat and whatever the main dish is anyway.
This is probably really random. I prefer the leftovers over the original. Reheated chicken and noodles, reheated mashed potatoes, reheated turkey. Like it all better second.
Feel a way about chili.
Also, I got a call from a random friend wondering what noodles were about at Thanksgiving. My family never did noodles. Did you guys do noodles?
Chicken and noodles every year. What's wrong with you?
That's its own meal. Why? No. Chicken and noodles is its own
Why do you
meal.
hate your
Why does it
family?
have to be at
coming
Thanksgiving?
in from the top rope.
Jess is with me on the sides.
Have you guys ever heard? So, what's the best Thanksgiving side? What do you think?
Dessert,
No.
The
side.
rolls.
The rolls.
All the bread.
the carbs.
Green bean casserole
Corn
is
pudding.
up there.
Corn pudding is higher.
Corn
I
pudding's
hate that
good.
you call it pudding. It's not pudding.
corn casserole.
You
Is that what
call
you
it
call it?
pudding. It is a casserole.
I've had green bean casserole and I've had corn casserole, and you can't tell me you're just exchanging the corn for the green beans.
No, that's not
Yeah,
the definition
corn
of a
pudding it is.
casserole.
Eric Kern just said city ham is an official phrase, so I'll accept an apology either in writing or just right now.
Fleek likes pumpkin pie.
Maybe I will send you a message on MySpace.
Yeah, I assumed
MySpace.
on LinkedIn. I'll say sorry.
That never failed. That's good. Chicken and noodles. Joe Hummercast is on my team. I like it.
He's on my team.
What else is a good side dish? I never make it there. I get the chicken and noodles, which is a main course. Turkey.
Its own meal.
That's about it. What are you thankful for?
I have.
Deviled eggs! How did I forget?
Wait, but sweet or mustardy?
I just
Neither.
destroyed
They're both
everyone's
food
ears,
of the
sorry.
devil.
You don't like those? Is that a texture
Wait,
thing?
what did you say?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Kaylee, what did you say?
Sweet or mustardy? Because
I
potato?
am happy with both.
oh, not
I
I.
like
casserole.
both of them. You like the sweet ones?
I
or the
like
mustard.
sweeter ones.
I'm cool with the. So it's either mayonnaise based or mustard based, right? Okay.
But some people even put sugar in it.
I'm happy with both.
It's good.
I am actually cool with like green onions in there too. I don't mind the chunky.
Oh,
Like
bleh.
it's good.
bleh.
I'm
That,
a
but it
fan.
has to have the little paprika just to make it pretty.
Mhm.
It doesn't add any
Yeah.
flavor.
Number 2, what are you most thankful for this week?
Sorry, Jess.
Sorry, ears.
Did I yell?
No, it was me. I yelled about eggs.
Jess has got the earbuds in, huh?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeast rolls. It's good.
Pierogies.
Leave it to Siege. All right, Dave, thanks for coming.
Sorry. I'm
Well,
gonna put
guys,
this guitar down.
We hope you guys have an awesome week. Oh, nobody's answering.
We got.
I know, but
It's-
it's been 10 seconds.
See, look, you were about to cut that off.
Jesus juke right there.
Tanner just lit you up.
Deviled eggs with paprika.
No, we're not thankful for that.
Oh, we
No
are.
one is. Especially the people sitting
Here's
next
the
to you
thing.
after you eat it.
I'm the same way with deviled eggs as I am with Buckeyes. I can just eat them all day, and boy, does it give me bad gas. That's those
And
deviled
it
egg toots
smells
hit
the
different.
Same going out as it did coming in.
Yeah, still smells like eggs.
And on that note,
Who would
have
have
a
thunk
great
it?
Thanksgiving. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
What is this on the TV? It's the best 912 graphic ever made. 912 in the backlot.
Heather, I'm with you. 5 deviled
Spaghetti
eggs before the prayer,
squash
absolutely.
is where it's at. Before you even say the prayer, that's good. Thankful for Jesus. Not a lot of people saying what they're thankful for.
Well, we
That's
sorta cut 'em
cool.
off.
We did. Well, I mean, you can still say it.
I was trying to sign off.
That's all good. Well, so last thing before we let you go is
Yes, Jaron.
when you... Jaron, my dude, did Brandon make that 912? Yes, he did. Isn't it great? So, here's one thing to remember. We were talking about inviting people.
I don't know what you're
One thing that you can do with this link on YouTube, you can pull it down a little bit, and they are having a conversation right now. It's very hard for me to tell you this. Oh my gosh. I just stumbled for 10 minutes over something. You can actually pull the chat or hit the X next to the chat, and it'll pull up like suggested videos or whatever. You can copy the link, or you hit share, and then copy link, and you can literally like text it to people. If you have someone you want to invite, you talk to them about 912, whatever, you can text that to them. Don't do it yet. We'll give you a specific time to invite people, but when we send out the link, we will send it to you guys so you know and put it on social media and everything. So it's an easy way to invite people. So that's it. We love you. Eli said, thankful for you, Dave. I feel like he did. Buckeyes are for Christmas. Buckeyes are for every single day. Yeah, I'm going to say bye soon. But not yet. I'm just kidding. Bye, guys. Did you turn it off, Dave? Or am I still live right now? It's a perfect ending.